What's going on, Price Foundation? Mike here, and welcome to my kitchen. This is the little coffee area that we hit up every morning as we try to get awoken. And previously on Price Value, you may have seen Ben do a video about C8Vantage, which is a medium chain triglyceride C8 Caprylic Acid based supplement in a powder. Well, I have a new version for you because the stuff that Ben had, not as good as what I'm about to show you. And the reason why is because that version, while it's got all sorts of great characteristics such as vegan and dairy-free, non-GMO, it's a high purity powder. The problem is that it's dairy-free. And that's great for the vegans out there, but I have the new version of C8Vantage, or an alternate version of C8Vantage that tastes a heck of a lot better. It mixes, but I would say better as well, and it's because it's sprayed up against a milk protein isolate. So you're gonna get, I don't know the exact yield, but you're gonna get about 70% of the weight is still MCT, and then the rest, a lot of it is the milk protein, and then there's probably some other ingredients in there as well, because when you add this to coffee, you get a little bit of magic, and it just helps to smooth out all on its own, thickens out, and this is a great way to cream up your coffee. Now this is just the raw ingredient that I have here from NNB Nutrition. The truth is that I like this stuff so much, I'm looking for a brand to get a hold of me to formulate any type of product with this. An MCT powder, it could be unflavored, it could be flavored, I don't even care. Because once I'm out of this stuff, I'm gonna be heartbroken. I've been going through it. So, and then we're gonna compare it to a different product. A product from a brand that you know I love. But we'll watch what happens. All right, got a little bit of coffee left for the day. And I'm gonna have to shoot some B-roll so everyone sees this get mixed in because I don't have the right camera angles for this. All right. Like my coffee mugs. So, what we're gonna do now, when my wife mixes up protein powder into her coffee. She actually uses this thing, but this is kind of cheating because not everyone has one of these. We're gonna just use a simple straw. And I like drinking out of coffee from a straw anyway. So first let's start with NutriBio's MCT powder, medium chain triglycerides. Now in this product, they've done a few versions. This one's based on the C8 and C10 MCTs, which are good. I'm a big fan of C8 and C10. C8 is the most ketogenic. It is the one that has the most beta oxidation or fat burning attached to it, and it's the fastest acting, but also there's some charts that show that if you take C8 alone, you also get a spike later on in the day as well. So it's really interesting stuff. Bypasses, let's just use the word bypasses, but it bypasses the liver. Sean Wells and I have a really big video about it. But there's a problem with this creamer here. I tear that out, and we'll see how much we get here. I don't have a full cup of coffee, so like that's about 6 grams, 5.9 grams in the Texas mug here. And it mixes fairly enough. You get a couple chunks. Can we see this? What's going on? How much is... You got some chunks, so you're going to have to mix it up. And that mixes pretty well. But here's the problem. Tastes like pea protein. I swear to you. NutriBio, you know I love you. But you gotta market this as like the vegan option or something like that. And you can always add sweeteners. I like the My Protein Flav Drops. I'm just bringing on all kinds of brands into this video here. But alone, this is just basically coffee. It tastes like coffee and unflavored pea protein. Now you're gonna get a lot of benefits with MCT. I do believe that this is a fat that anyone should add to their diet if they're not eating a whole lot of like dairy fat, let's say. I think milk has a good amount of it. Coconut oil has a good amount of it. But this is like the targeted 2 fatty acids that we really want. And this one is the targeted 1 fatty acid that we really want. So let's mix together a little bit of this. That smells. They actually smell about the same to me. Okay. Let's get another 6 grams going here. Why 6 grams did I choose? I don't know. It's just the number. Gives you about what? It'll give us like 5 grams worth of MCTs, which is cool in one shot. So as you can see, oh, maybe, I don't know if you can see. I haven't even mixed anything yet. And it's starting to disperse on its own. So there's definitely some dispersion agents in here. And just like the NutriBio one, there's a little bit of clumping over time. They go away. And then it's time for the taster. Look at that. Yeah, there's still some clumps for sure. Now you could use one of those little stirring things. I don't mind that much. That tastes like actual creamer, like without even adding any sweeteners or any other stuff, because there's a dairy base built in. No pea flavor. And that's, I think, the MCT that most people in the sports nutrition industry who understand the benefits of dairy-based proteins and dairy-based fats. I think that a lot of people in the sports nutrition world who don't necessarily need to be vegan, most of them aren't, are gonna want a creamer based on this. And if the MCT oil can increase your cognition a little bit, if it can help you fast a little bit longer, or if it can just get you, I personally believe that saturated fats are essential fatty acids. I don't know if that's like technically, written in the books as such, but I see a lot of severe consequences by not getting enough saturated fatty acids, and I think there's a satiety component to it, but I think there's also a huge cognitive component to it as well. And the cognitive component to me is MCTs. There are also studies showing that MCTs help reduce appetite as well, and so that's something to look into, but I think a lot of the saturated fats do as well. Stearic acid is one of them that does, so that's not the only one. But overall, looking for an MCT creamer that's got C8, which is the most beta oxidation boosting, ketone boosting MCT. C8Vantage dairy version. Forget the pea protein stuff, spray it up against the milk proteins. What brands out there want to develop something with us? Because, not even with us, just develop something. Hit me up, let's get you a sample. You can flavor it, you don't have to flavor it, just, I would like it if someone just sold an empty tub of it, like just unflavored. But then, I gotta bust out the My Protein. Couple drops, white chocolate, that was 3 drops, and a half cup of coffee here. Dude, this is some fantastic coffee. And it feels good too. All right, this is Mike with Price Plow. Covering up because Ben was sent the vegan stuff and we don't want that. We want the dairy. Well, maybe some of you want the vegan, but the rest of you, someone out there needs to make a creamer with this one. Hit me up. Now that I've made this video, I'm just gonna start plowing through this baggie and then it's gonna be sad times. Subscribe to the channel. We got some more ingredient tests coming up. See ya.
Welcome to Price Plow.